हेलो एवरीवन, मेरा नाम रजत है और आज हम बात करेंगे ग्राफिकल समरी ऑफ डिस्क्रीट डेटा। तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं। तो सबसे पहले व्हाट इज डिस्क्रीट डेटा। अगर आपने मेरा पुराना वीडियो देखा हो तो डिस्क्रीट डेटा इज समथिंग दैट कैन बी काउंटेड, राइट। इसको हम काउंट डेटा भी बोलते थे, इफ यू रिमेम्बर, राइट। So it can take any specific value, right, and we use whole numbers to represent discrete data, right. I will go ahead and paste the link of that video wherein we talk about the difference between the discrete data and the continuous data, right. अब इसके examples भी हम कुछ cover कर लेते हैं, right. Examples of discrete data: number of students in a school. So this is example of discrete data. Another example could be we can talk about, say, number of defects. So again, we can count it. Number of players in a team. So these all can be counted, hence called discrete data. अब हम discrete data को represent कैसे करते हैं? There are different ways of representing discrete data, a graphical form, right? So there are four types by which we can do it. The first one being the frequency table. So the frequency table is the most commonly used. I'll go ahead and draw one frequency table here. So if we go through it, right. So here we go ahead and mention the type of defect. Then we mention the tally count. Then we mention the subtotal. So I'll say the defect number one is dent. There's a dent, right? So and so on and so forth. We go ahead and mention it, right? The type of defects, the tally. So this makes it easier for us to reconcile at the day end. So because that's a real time that we're doing it, hence it's easier for us to reconcile, right? I hope you got this thing right. So so it also avoids confusion, right? Because we're mentioning it real time. So hence it's avoiding the confusion as well here. The second way of representing a discrete data graphically is a bar chart or a bar graph. A bar graph बड़ा simple सा है. If we go ahead and check, here we are going to mention the defects. Here we're going to mention the frequency. So defect 1, defect 2, defect 3, right? Say 5, 7, 3. So we can compare it easily here, right? By the category that we have created, D1, D2, and D3, right? So here the frequency is mentioned on the y-axis, while the defects are mentioned on the x-axis, right? And we can also understand the relationship between the different categories that we have. So this is a bar graph, right? The third one being pie chart. So pie chart is like a distribution. If we go ahead and make it here, right? So this is this shaded, this is this, and this is like this, right? So D1, D2, D3, and the specific values is 7, 1, 4, right? So the different values are also there, and this shows us the property-wise distribution, right? So this is a pie chart. The fourth one that we're going to talk about here is a Pareto. I'll go ahead and make a separate chart on how to create a Pareto chart in Excel, right? So that you can also learn it. But for this video, let's go ahead and this works on a 80-20 principle. As we all know, there is a video that for 7 quality tools wherein I have explained the Pareto in detail, right? So I'll paste the link of that video as well here. So supposedly this is the Pareto that we created. Now this is the quantity, this is defects, and here it's percentage. So this is a Pareto, right? And it tells us which the priority on which we should focus on. Sorry, right? So cumulative frequency is on the secondary axis, frequency is on the primary axis. So X and the primary Y axis use the discrete data, while the Y axis, that is secondary, has a variable data, right? So it's a combination of a line graph and a bar graph, and helps us to prioritize the category on which we should focus, right? So with this, we come to an end to how to use graphs to represent discrete data. So I hope you liked the video. Please subscribe to my channel, and thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.